Latest sports news. Well, Manchester United beat Brighton to set up a first ever Manchester derby in the FA Cup, while Newcastle score 5 goals in 20 minutes against Tottenham Hotspurs over the weekend. A beautiful weekend we had indeed, but not without further ado, let's get into today's hit list. Well, the controversial end to Charles Shinima's fight on Saturday night at the Windhoek Country Club could have cost the WBO Africa welterweight champion his title in a slow burner boxing non-title middleweight fight. Namibia's Paulinus John Jolonimus, apologies for the mispronunciation, they defeated Malawi's Dixon Saidi by technical knockout in the 4th round. Saidi was already in trouble in the earlier rounds trying to cope with the Namibians' powerful punches after being knocked down with a vicious left hook to the face in round 4. The Malawian settled on his knee during the referee's count and shook his head to indicate that he has had enough. In the main curtain raiser, Charles Supershine Shinima's fight against Angola's Enriquez Lando left tongues wagging after the Namibian was awarded the results in the 5th round through TKO. In the scheduled 10-round fight, Shinima had the better of the first 4 rounds as he landed punches to Lando's body. The Namibian showed much class and precision, landing blows after blow to the visitor. However, in the 5th round, he paid a huge price for overconfidence, showboating to the crowd after stunning the Angolan with an uppercut. Shinima got caught with a straight right in the face and went onto the canvas for the first time in his pro career. As you can see there, Shinima's in the fight. Definitely a good fight that we had going on. Well, the 3rd leg of the National Motocross Championship was completed last weekend with great success at the Galina MX Park north of Windhoek. Mark Sternagel took part in the 2023 championship in the open class for the first time this year and performed excellently. Sternagel was the National Open champion several times in the past. Well, we have compiled a short clip for you, so please do enjoy.
Here at Galina Motocross Park north of Windhoek for the leg 3 of the National Motocross Championship. What to follow, some action in the veterans class and the open class. I'm Gilman van Dol reporting from Galina Motocross Park. And that will be Mark Sternagel taking the checkered flag in this heat, winning this heat with a mile in the open class in the 3rd leg of the National MX Championship here at Galina. Fourth, our national champion, Don Ray Belter, number 1 coming in 4th.
Well, there you got to see some motocross action. Oh, the weekend drop is up next, right after the break. Well, weekend 2 of the Namibia Rugby Union's Premier League once again delivered 4 action-packed matches countrywide. At Walvisby, FNB Kudus made up for lost ground from the loss in the previous weekend when they racked up a 71-3 scoreline against FNB Rio Falcon. Yes, you heard correctly, 71-3. And FNB Grootfontein in this time home game suffered their second defeat when Trasco United overwhelmed them in a 42-12 defeat. This result moves United into second position on the log, and FNB Rehoboth Rugby Club also made a great recovery when they beat the visiting FNB Western Suburbs 32-17, a result that prevented the Komazal team from adding any league points. Well, we have compiled a few highlight packages for you for this one, so please do stay tuned and enjoy.
So your thoughts on the game?
The game was really intense, high intensity game. They usually say that it's usually test match rugby between Unam and Wanderers. But yeah, we enjoyed the game really.
Right, you went behind quite far, but then a great second half comeback that Berry started, and you pushed a lot, but you couldn't get through. So what went wrong in that second half, would you say?
The first half we had a bit of a scrappy start, but the guys in the second half, they pulled really well together. I think that in the second half we started well, but later on we fell out of the bus. I think it has to do a lot with our key players not being on the field, especially our flyer controlling the game. So that is what threw us off a little bit.
And how do you feel about this loss looking ahead at the rest of the season?
It's still early in the season. The loss can just be a learning curve. A lot of positives to take out of the game, so we are just building on from here.
Good luck.
Okay, so maybe we know some of your senior guys are not there, such as Delron Brandt and Lorenzo Louis, and I don't know, some others. Are you expecting any of those guys back anytime soon?
It's difficult to say at this moment because a lot of our players, like you mentioned, Delron Brandt and Lorenzo Louis, they are out with injuries and underwent operations. So we are looking forward, maybe at the end of May we might receive a couple of guys coming back from overseas. So yeah, we'll just have to see what plays out.
I see. Good luck.
Okay. Thanks.
Geleerde vrienden, is lekker om veel terug te hê. Donovan, hoe gaan dit vandag?
Dit gaan baie goed en aan jou kant?
Man, ek het jou gemis. Dit was 'n ewige droogte en is lekker om hier in hierdie lekker weer hier by Jan Wilkins Stadium vir ons vandag bevind. Donovan, wat verwag jy vandag?
Definitief van Rio Falcons se kant af hardloop rugby. Rio Falcons sal die bal baie lig gee. Soos gehoor dat Etienne sê hulle sterkpunt is agter. So ek glo en ek weet en ek dink hulle gaan meer die bal vinnig een verset agtertoe speel en dan staat maak op hulle agterspelers.
As nou Kudus het ook 'n lekker begin gehad hierdie jaar hè. Hulle teen United vasgeval. Dink jy die man is uit om 'n swaai te maak?
Definitief gaan die manne 'n swaai maak. Kudus se pak voorspelers. Net Cameron Legenowen het hy laasweek gespeel en dan nou Sean White wat hom afgetree het, Charlton, soos ek ken Tsala, wat basies uit rugby is. So dit was eintlik laasweek nog die hele pak voorspelers van laas jaar en hulle het iets wat teleurgestel in die voorkant. Maar United het ook met 'n definitiewe goeie plan na vore gekom om vir Kudus heeltemal te oorrompel en heeltemal uit die game te vat. Maar die manne is terug.
Nou in terme van tellings, wat dink jy? Wat voorspel jy dan?
Man, indien Falcons nie gaan goed wal gooi nie en vir Kudus voorvoet momentum gee, gaan Kudus oorhand vat voor en hulle gaan dan sal dit 'n weggol oorwinning raak. Maar indien Falcons kan bybly voorlangs en nie vir Kudus daai geleenthede gee om voor te bou nie, dan sal die telling baie meer in lyn wees en omdat Falcons nog 'n jong span is, maar jy kan sien as jong oukies, hulle het ook nog vir Gershwin Maton wat laas jaar by die Bulle was, wat die Bulle is en hierdie week is hy opgeroep in die nasionale span toe. So die leemte dink ek is groot daar agter.
Nou kykers, die tafel is gedek vir 'n heerlike Premier Liga wedstryd. Ons is rugbydors, ons is sportdors. So vir julle daar by die huis, sit terug, relax, soos hulle sê, en geniet hierdie wedstryd saam met ons. Rand.
Dit gaan 'n klipharde tweestryd wees en hier vat Rio Falcons die veld. Rio Falcons, hulle vat die veld vir ons vandag. Besoekers daar het Rebord. Dit gaan 'n bil van 'n stryd wees. Dit is Kudus se eerste tuiswedstryd vir die jaar en hulle het laasweek vasgeval en ons glo dat hulle hierdie wedstryd sal wel alles terugdraai.
Vrugter Frank Isak en hy word geassisteer deur Eden Meyer en dan die spanbestuurder Kristalin Panazia. Dit is nou by Rio Falcon.
Die atmosfeer is hierso, dis elektrik as jy so mag stel.
Ja, ek stem saam. Lanklaas rugby geniet hier by die kus man.
Ja nee, dit gaan kookwater rugby. En dis weer in die hande van Bekes. Bekes gee daar vir iemand dien, klop sy man, maar die bal kom van die skouer af en dis weer agtertoe en dis iemand dien op en dis Paulse wat die bal het en daar kom Zyn Pieter Serk na vore en ja, hy gaan plant hom dan onder die pale gaan plant hom. Hy plant hom onder die pale. Definitief. Ek dink Rio Falcons sal wanneer hulle in trefafstand kom, sal hulle moet kyk om punte op die telling te kry. Ja, toe maar baie goeie verdediging daar het hom tegemoet gegaan en is nou klein treetjies daar om die losgemaal. Kry Swart het hom ook sterk na vore vat. Verdediging is daar. En dis Justin Newman wat hom weer daar vat. Ongelukkig was daar 'n hoog. En dis vat en dis Joshua Jacobs so dan oorgaan, kaptein van Kudus. Maar daar oorgaan en
ek is met die wenspan kaptein Joshua Jacobs. Wel gedaan, ek dink. Dis die eerste keer in geskiedenis wat julle oor die 70 kerf gaan. Hoe voel dit?
Ons het hard gewerk vir die skool. Maar eerst wil ek sê, I want to thank God for the opportunity that we can play this wonderful sport. We worked hard for what we want. We targeted this and we got it. And it's all thanks to God. Yeah.
So if you could give a man of the match performance, to who would it go?
I'm not an individual player. I'll say the whole team did. From one till the bench, they did good. It's a team sport, so yeah, I don't want to choose a man of the match. Yeah, I'll leave it up to the spectators. Yeah.
So tell me, where to from here?
From here, next weekend we have a big game against Wanderers. The work starts now, definitely. Monday we're going to be back. We're going to have to be training twice as hard because Wanderers home is not going to be easier.
Thank you so much for speaking to us, man. So daar het julle dit kykers vir almal van julle wat hier by ons ingeskakel het. Dit was lekker om vir julle weer hierdie lewendige uitsending alle pad hier van Jan Wolken te kon gebring het en ons gaan dit weer doen. Ons gaan dit nog 'n keer doen, maar vereers moet ons groet hier uit Walvisbaai uit en ja, tot 'n volgende keer. Totsiens.
Well, the youth segment of the show is up next, so please do not move an inch. Well, this weekend we had a lot of youth sports, with Interhigh being the highlight of the weekend. The 7th edition of Interhigh took place at Verkop Stadium, where the rivalry between Windhoek Gymnasium and Windhoek High School has been ongoing. We compiled a highlights package for you guys to enjoy, so please do stay tuned.
Sends the ball, but is quickly intercepted by Windhoek High School. Number is currently unknown, but if we continue on with Windhoek Gymnasium, we won against the goalie, Gymnasium versus VIS's goalie, and it is in. That is a definite goal for Windhoek Gymnasium. There we have Windhoek Gymnasium sending the ball to number 9, but the struggle and the ball is in. That is another point to Windhoek Gymnasium.
That looks
the girls are quite
jovial.
excited, but a reminder.
Windhoek Gymnasium girls first team takes this one home at 2-0.
As you can see there, it is Windhoek High School versus the Gimmick Lions. It is the 7th annual Interhigh.
Praat wat doen, hulle tik hom vinnig via is. Skeieregter sê hulle kan ingooi. As wat Bekes doen vir Gymnasium en 12 raad. Bekes wat hom dan ook op die voet sit. As 'n ruimte daar agter, die bal wat bons. Nommer 11 is daar ter, hy is onder groot druk. Ons nou die lyn staan hier van bo uit die hommeltuig voorgegooi en gooi in die lyn staan. Raak gevat deur die nommer 5 slot. Sander Leroux. Gasheer VS is waarskynlik ook bekommerd, want hulle kan dalk nou 3 punte agterloop. Assistente steek die vla omhoog. Dus weer vinnig uit daardeur. Dominique Isaacs, hy is 'n skramskakel, maar hulle verloor weer die bal want hy is op die grond. Daar is Bekes wat kom skoonmaak agter die loskram. Of nou die nommer 13 wat die bal dra daar, Walter die Kotse. Terug by Bekes op die skramskakelposisie, baie vlugtig op die voet daar gesit, uitstekende skop. Hy tel hom ook uitstekend op. En dit is Bekes wat daar is, het hy hom neergesit, het hy hom gedruk of nie. Dit is sport werk nou die verdoelskop vir Windhoek Gimnasium, hulle kan nog 2 bysit. VHS daar onder die pale en hy terug by VHS. Iemand wat gevang word met die bal. En dan aan die bal weer kort terug en kom hy nou vorentoe. Die bal wat redelijk hoog gaan, maar hy gaan toch door die mitte wees, klaar omhoog te achter. Een maar die klaar wat omhoog gaan, dus die VHS se punte wat aanrol na 6 nou. En wat toch ingehaal, as hy die 4 slot, dan is Visser. Die Bekers wat hem weer na die diskant toe bring, Goldenhuis. Van die center wat buiten toe aangeen is, nummer 7, Bombo nou weer, even de pop aangeen. As geen teenstand gebied deur VHS en die skramming en kom hy achter toe.
Zeg ons vir my, hoe was die wedstrijd? Hoe was Interhaai vir?
Weet jy, dit was 'n baie goeie wedstryd eintlik. Ons VHS'ers, ons spelers moet nog baie oefen. Ons het basies die game net teen ons gespeel. Ons het geweet ons kon hulle wen, maar dit was net nie daar nie. Koppe was af, weet jy. Maar ja, klomp nokkies, ons handling is vast nie so goed nie.
Well, there you see it, Windhoek Gymnasium claiming victory in the Interhaai that is for 2023. Well, Ari Hougar is on standby for Globetrotting, so do not move an inch.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news and starting off with soccer news from the Europa League that was played, and it was Manchester United that was in action, but they out of the competition in the quarter-finals. They lost to Seville. That game was played at Seville. The score there was 3-0, quite convincing win for Seville. On aggregate, they go through by 5-2. It will be in the semi-final, Seville that now play against Juventus. That will be on the 11th of May. It is Juventus that go through after a 1-1 draw against Sporting, and that was a 2-1 aggregate win for Juventus. The other semi-final will be Roma that will play against Leverkusen. Also that game will be played on the 11th of May. Manchester United not playing in the English Premier League this weekend because of this fixture they had, and they will now next play in the English Premier League on Thursday the 27th. A tough game for them when they play against Tottenham Hotspur, and it's a crucial game for Manchester United also. They're currently third on the log on 59 points, Tottenham Hotspur fifth on the log on 53 points. Continuing with golf news, and it's golf from the Women's Tour. It is the Chevron Championship that's been played in Houston in Texas. It's the first of 5 majors on the Women's Tour. The leader after the first round is Pei Yong-chin. She is from Chinese Taipei. She came in with a score of -5. One shot back is Marina Alex of the USA -4, and then also Nelly Korda of the USA, also a score of -4. The world number 1, Lydia Ko, she's tied 23rd after the first round. She played 1 under par in the first round. Southern African interest, Ashley Buhai of South Africa playing there. She's 1 under par. And then not a good round for Paula Rito. She came in with a +10 score in the first round. Closing off today's international sports news with tennis news. There are 2 tournaments being played that's on clay at the moment. It's leading up to the French Open starting in a few months' time. It's clay season in the tennis. On the women's tour, it's a WTA tour. It is the Stuttgart Open being played at the moment. And then number 2 set, Arena Sabalenka. She's through playing in the quarterfinals against Paula Badosa of Spain. So a tough quarterfinal for her. Also, Ons Shabir of Tunisia. She's also through to the quarterfinals She beat Yelena Ostapenko by 1-6, 7-5 and 6-3 to go through to the quarterfinals. And then number 1 seed, Iga Swiatek of Poland, she beat Quinlan Zheng from China by 6-1 and 6-4. And she will now next play Karolina Pliskova in the quarterfinals. On the men's ATP Tour, it is the Barcelona Open that's being played, and the number 1 seed in that tournament is Carlos Alcaraz. He's through. Also, he came through in the round of 16 to the quarterfinals. He beat Roberto Batista Agut. He's also from Spain, his countryman, by 6-3 and 7-5. And then Casper Ruud, number 3 seed, he beat Francesco Godiolo of Argentina by 7-6 and 6-3, also to advance to the quarterfinals. And then lastly, it's number 2 seed, Stefanos Tsitsipas. He beat Denis Shapovalov of Canada. The score there was 6-3 and 6-2. Both these tournaments, the finals will be played this coming Sunday. That's the international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day and sport weekend. We talk again on Monday. Goodbye.
Well, that brings us to the end of today's Sports Ref Show. We will be back again tomorrow, same time, same place. So goodbye.